a fierce leopard, a giant python, a swarm of angry hornets, and a magical fairy. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think a tiny spider could defeat all of them? A leopard is stronger. A python is bigger. The hornets are more dangerous. And the fairy has magical powers. So surely a little spider wouldn't stand a chance, right? Well, what if I told you that one clever spider managed to outsmart every single one of them? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But that's exactly what happened in an ancient African folktale that has been told for hundreds of years.
This is the story of Anansi, a clever spider who proved that wisdom can be more powerful than strength. And in the end, he didn't just defeat these creatures. He became the owner of every story in the world. Today, we're traveling to West Africa to discover the magical Ashanti tale of Anansi and the sky god. Let's begin. Long ago, in the days when the world was young, all the stories belonged to the great sky god Nyame. People on Earth had no tales to tell around their fires. They had no stories to teach lessons, inspire courage, or make children laugh. One day, the clever spider Anansi thought to himself, "Why should all the stories remain locked away in the sky? The people of Earth deserve them too. I will go and ask Nyame for them." So Anansi climbed higher and higher until he reached the palace of the sky god. Nyame looked down at the tiny spider and laughed. "Little Anansi," he said, "what brings you here?" Anansi bowed politely.
"Great Nyame, I have come to buy your stories and bring them to the people of Earth." Nyame laughed even harder. "Many kings and warriors have wanted my stories, but none could pay their price. What makes you think a tiny spider can?" Anansi replied calmly, "I may be small, but please tell me your price." The sky god thought for a moment. "Very well," he said. "If you can bring me 4 things, the stories shall be yours." Anansi listened carefully. Nyame continued, "Bring me Osebo, the fierce leopard. Bring me Onini, the great python. Bring me the deadly swarm of hornets. And bring me Mwatia, the mischievous fairy." The gods and spirits nearby burst into laughter. "A spider can never do that," they whispered. But Anansi simply smiled. "We shall see," he said. Anansi's first challenge was the swarm of hornets. He filled a calabash with water and walked to the hornet's nest hanging from a tree. Splash! He poured water over himself and then over the nest. The hornets buzzed angrily. "What's happening?" they cried. Anansi pretended to shiver. "Oh dear, a terrible rainstorm is coming. You poor hornets will be washed away." The hornets became frightened. "What should we do?" Anansi held up a hollow gourd. "Quick, hide inside this dry shelter until the storm passes." The hornets rushed inside. "Is everyone in?" asked Anansi. "Yes," buzzed the hornets. Anansi quickly slammed the lid shut. "Ha ha ha, thank you," he chuckled. "That's one challenge completed." Next, Anansi went looking for Onini the python. When he found the enormous snake, Anansi said, "Good morning, Onini. My wife and I are having an argument. The python lifted his head. What about? My wife says you are shorter than a certain stick. I say you are longer. Could you help settle the matter? The proud python laughed. Of course, I am much longer than any stick. Anansi placed a long branch on the ground. Then stretch yourself beside it so we can compare. Onini happily lay straight beside the branch. Said Anansi. You moved a little. Let me tie you gently to the stick so we can measure accurately. The python agreed. Soon, Anansi had tied the snake's head, body, and tail tightly to the branch. When Onini realized the trick, he hissed angrily.
Anansi, you fooled me! Anansi grinned. Thank you for your help. The third challenge was Osebo the leopard, the most feared animal in the forest. Anansi dug a deep pit along a path that Osebo often used. Then he covered it with leaves and branches. Later that day, Osebo came walking through the forest.
Crash! The leopard fell into the pit. He roared with anger. Help! Somebody help me! Anansi appeared at the edge of the pit. Oh dear, Osebo, how did this happen? Stop talking and get me out, growled the leopard. Anansi lowered a long rope. Hold on tightly. As Osebo climbed up, Anansi quickly tied the rope around him and secured him to a tree. The leopard struggled and roared. Release me immediately!
Anansi laughed. I'm afraid I cannot. The sky god is waiting for you. Only one challenge remained, the invisible fairy, Muatia. Anansi knew the fairy loved causing trouble, so he carved a small wooden doll and covered it with sticky tree sap. Then he placed it near the fairy's home and left a bowl of food beside it. Soon, Muatia appeared. What a rude little doll, she said, eating food and not greeting me. The doll remained silent. Muatia became annoyed. Did you hear me? Still no answer. The fairy slapped the doll. Smack! Her hand stuck fast. What is this? She hit it with her other hand. That hand became stuck too. Soon she was completely trapped. Anansi stepped out from behind a tree. Good afternoon, Muatia. The fairy groaned. I should have known this was your doing. At last, Anansi returned to the sky, carrying the hornets, the python, the leopard, and the fairy. Nyame stared in amazement. You actually did it! The gods and spirits could hardly believe their eyes. The sky god nodded thoughtfully. Anansi, you may be small, but your cleverness is greater than the strength of mighty warriors. He brought out a beautiful golden box. Inside were all the stories of the world. As promised, Nyame declared, these stories now belong to you. Anansi accepted the gift with gratitude. Thank you, great Nyame. Then Nyame announced, from this day forward, all stories shall be known as Anansi stories, and they will be shared with people everywhere. Anansi carried the stories back to Earth, where they spread from village to village, and from generation to generation. And that is why, even today, many folk tales are called Anansi stories. Moral: wisdom and clever thinking can achieve what strength alone cannot. Small people should never underestimate their ability to accomplish great things. And that is the magical story of Anansi, the clever spider who outsmarted even the impossible. If you enjoyed this story, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more amazing stories like this from around the world. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Which character did you like the most? Was it the clever Anansi? The mighty sky god Nyame? The fierce leopard? The giant python? Or the magical fairy? Tell me in the comments below. See you in the next story. Bye for now.